Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to replace an electrical plug. This is the better video. What you'll need is scissors or a knife to strip back the insulation on here, a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, wire strippers, your replacement plug. These can be, depending on which end you had cut off, whether it's the male end or the female end, that's what the replacement you get is. In this case, our male end is fine, but our female end has developed a worn out contacts inside of it. So even though this cord looks like it's been through to hell and back, it kind of has been, it's still perfectly functional and there's nothing cut inside of it. So, you know, for a $20 cord, I bought a $2 end to replace this. So first thing you're going to do is, you know, pick up the correct part you need and, you know, make sure the cord is unplugged, you know, kind of stating the obvious. So you're going to cut the end off, cut it as close as to the end as you need, because, you know, you really can't reuse this now. And we're going to take this and we're going to strip back the insulation here. Once you have about, I'll say 2 inches of insulation stripped back, you're going to go down and you're going to strip off any of the wires. Leave about, on most of these there's a strip gauge that you would go by. Let's open this up first. Here you go. If you could see here, on the front of it, there is a strip gauge. This is what you're going to go by. You have the insulation here, the thicker part, and skinnier part is your strip gauge. So that's about, for ideally, for someone who doesn't know what they're doing, that's about how much you're going to strip back. Just like that. You want enough to get inside the terminals, but not have anything excess on the side. Just remember, you can always strip more off, but if you cut it down too short, you're going to have a problem. So, you got the green, which is your ground. You're going to first fish it through the end of the cable here, or the through the connector. Once you have it through the connector for the plug, or the strain relief as you call it, this is your strain relief, this holds the cord, you're going to twist the cable, the individual strands in there. You don't want any bare wire sticking out to the sides. Now, on the plug itself, you are going to loosen up the terminals. Now the green cable, green screw, your ground prong, green is always ground. This is in, if you're in America. You're going to stick the green cable in there. There you go. Perfect. Tighten it down. And you want to make sure it cannot tug out at all. Now, your white cable goes to the neutral. This is your neutral. White, silver, neutral. The wider slot on there, on the plug. Let's see if I can get the tab to pull up. There we go. Perfect. You don't want anything showing. But at the same time, you do not want the insulation underneath the screw. Doing so, once the connection heats up, if you have a high load running off the end of it, the insulation will cause the screw not to tighten down all the way, and then you'll have arcing and it'll eventually melt the connection or cause a fire. Now, the black cable goes to the brass screw, the short slot. You always want to get your colors correct. A reversed hot and neutral, although if you're running one appliance, is not the end of the world, most of the cases. In a application such as where other equipment is chained to each other, for example in audio equipment, if a hot and neutral is reversed on one side, that can mean a lot when something such as an amplifier and a mixer is connected together. You know, that's another video. So now that we have everything connected, we have our white to our silver, our green to the green, and our black to the brass. You have everything in there. Now we're going to push the cable through. And we're going to line up the plug. There's a little slot inside of it. Okay. Now we're going to tighten down our strain relief. You don't want the strain relief to, you know, put strain on the cord. No pun intended. You just want it tight enough where it's not going to allow the inside wires to be pulled on. Okay, now, in front of this. Tighten that down. And voila! You just replaced an electrical plug. Plug it in and it should work just fine. If it doesn't, well, you obviously did something seriously wrong. Thank you for watching.